do you want to be healed? Or do you want to be saved? Do you want to be healed? And they said yes. Some of them, he said, your faith has healed you. And after that, the next thing Jesus told them, carry up your mat, get up and go. So my message to you, my brothers and sisters, is that do you actually want real change? So,
what kind of reforms, what kind of change do you want? And you think Matiangi is going to fix your problems? One thing you need to know is that we had a former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who we hated most, and we said, we want the reforms. The president has messed up with the nation. Eurobonds, loans, misuse of public resources and all the messes he did. And we said, you know what? We want a new governance. So, Mr. William Ruto, a hustler, please come in and save this nation. That is what we sought. We saw that it's going to solve our problem. Now the president is in, and everybody's saying the president is not doing anything. He's not satisfying our needs. And now we are thinking unconsciously that somebody else is going to solve our problems. Listen, Kenyans, be very careful. I'm not saying that I can't support Matiangi, but for now, Matiangi be preserved somewhere. Learn, of course, you are learning politics is okay. Learn politics, understand how the game is played, and then 2032, 2037, we are going to think about you. And the people from the mountain, we are also going to think about you 2032, 2050, and Apple. We're going to think about the people of the mountain, because right now we are concentrated in empowering other tribes also to lead, and we're gonna see what reforms they can bring to this nation, Kenya. So I am so humbled to tell Kenyans that, you know what, we got to be very watchful, and you need to be very attentive to what the people say, the so-called politicians say, because at the end of the day, you might end up in a hook that you don't know how it came about. So if you're watching this video for the first time, make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you're thinking.
Christianity and your religion is your private affair. It is very good if you, yeah. It's very good if you are a good man and you love your wife, and that's all you are supposed to do anyway. And you, and how you give your tithe and how you give your offering, that is between you and your God. For us, let us now manage the country. Twende kwa kazi. Let's go to work for our country. Because this is about work. Because that's how our country has been conned. So, as we move forward, I know we are beginning to talk about next elections and so on. That's fine. But my brothers and sisters, unless we are serious, determined, and resolute that we are going to change our lives ourselves, we will continue to do hii musunguko. And I have seen people have started again some new songs, and then we end up with the same reality as we go forward. And as we continue working on this, I will not tire to remind you that those who are going to change our country and achieve the vision of Lee Kuan Yew that Heb talks about are not going to come from anywhere. It is us who are here, who are going to begin by living the philosophy and the words of Prime Minister Tony Blair, that the art of leadership sometimes is to say no, because saying yes is very easy. So that we say no to this hypocrisy, we say no to this kind of lies. You know, a mistake is not a mistake. Vile Waswahili wanasema kosa sio kosa, kosa ni kurudia. So let us not be buried in the past. And I keep telling people, even here in the US, when I meet Kenyans, let's stop talking about elections in 2022. That ended. Let's now be forward facing. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to change our life. We have an opportunity to do different things. And because of that opportunity, let's seize it and do the right thing, as it were. You know, many of you here are Christians, and you are Bible reading Christians. Even Jesus Christ used to ask those that he healed, do you want to be healed? Or do you want to be saved? Do you want to be healed? And they said yes. Some of them he said, your faith has healed you. And after that, the next thing Jesus told them, carry up your mat, get up and go. So my message to you, my brothers and sisters, is that do you actually want real change? So if you want real change, then get yourselves together, get your feet and hands in, let us change our country and move forward. Because no one is going to do it for us. And to do that, we don't have to quarrel with anyone. That is why I will not spend 1 minute attacking anyone or criticizing anyone, because negative energy has no returns. And you know, all of you wonderful people know the power of positive thinking. Let's think about the capacities we have, the energies we have, the blessings that we have, the people we have. There is nothing we cannot do in Kenya. There are no achievements we can register in our country if we are serious and committed to doing this. So that we pull together, as the national anthem says, let us come together, one and all, and together, united, build this our nation together. Not loot this our nation together. Come together and build this nation so that we go forward and develop the country that God has given us. We have the capacity, we have the will, we can do this. Let us not accept to be divided. These stories you hear around, you know, and the things you are seeing in our country, people who talk negatively, any negative talkers, please tell them we have a better future coming and we are focusing on that future. We don't have time to waste. Any people attacking others, tell them we have more work to do. We don't have time to look at people's mistakes. In any case, you know, after you have learned from people's mistakes, there is nothing more to do there. Let us go forward. Let's stop looking backwards and say, this is what happened in 2022 and so on. It's gone. Let's move on to the next destination. And the next destination we are going is an opportunity. And the opportunity to build a stronger, better, resilient, much more organized country that faces the future as it were. I assure you, I assure you, my dear friends, that as we go forward, guided by the will of God and working with others, because the goodwill in the country is immense. Every Kenyan you talk to in every sector is saying we are not doing as well as we should do. Some of them you have to tell them, let's not point fingers. Let's go forward. Because this time is time for forward. It's not time for looking back and time for looking sideways. Because you see, if you really, really want to make progress in your life, you will not waste time looking back or waste time looking sideways to figure out who is not doing what and who should do what they are not doing. We should all be focusing forward. The stars are ahead of us, and let's go for the stars. So by the grace of God and all of you people and your support, working together, and I pray, I sincerely pray, and then I want to assure you from the bottom of my heart, I've always been as truthful as I am. Many of you, there are people in this environment who grew up with me and who know how we grew up. We have always been like this, as plain as you see. And I'm not going to make excuses. If I was given an opportunity to do our work, I will not make excuses and I will not blame anybody. I will take responsibility and you can call me to account myself. And so, let's then work together. and see how best we can build a stronger and better country, correct some of the mistakes, fix some of the challenges that we have had to deal with as we move our country to the next level. And in doing so, I want to end with two things. In this journey, personally, I would like to demonstrate one thing, that love does more than hate. We love one another. When people come to you with negative words and criticisms and everything else, love them even more, because love does more than hate. We will build a better and stronger country. Love does more than hate. And secondly, we will do this with humility. Talk to one another as people who love their country and who know that we have a bigger mission. And the bigger mission that God has cut out for us is to reorganize our country, to ensure that we tap into the energies, the resources, and the capabilities we have in our country to build a better country, so that we can bequeath to our children and our children's children a better country than we ourselves found, as it were. May the Lord bless you, wonderful people, and may we go forward together. Thank you.